story on our hands here in the finale of a three-game set between the Savannah Bananas and the Indianapolis Clowns. Tonight marks the 300th Banana Ball game in Savannah Bananas franchise history, and there is no better venue to play host to it than historic Grayson Stadium. After falling out of first place last night, the Nanners are looking to avoid a sweep as they send first-rounder Austin Drury to the mound to try and quiet the high-flying offense of the Indianapolis Clowns. And we welcome you inside the broadcast booth. I'm your statistical savant of Banana Ball, Josh Talevsky. Tremendous night for another game here in Grayson Stadium. The Indianapolis Clowns, the victors last night by a 3-2 score. A big game for Indianapolis and their first ever series win against the Savannah Bananas as well. All of a sudden, those Clowns as red hot as ever and looking to extend their dominance. Without any further ado, let's get into the highlights from last night's ball game. The Clowns and the Bananas, game two of this three-game set. The fans brought the energy all night long. And in the bottom of the first inning, it was Kyle Jackson earning the ball for a sprint against David Griffin to get the Bananas on the board early. Dan Oberst coming across to score the first point of the night for the Bananas. But the Clowns would strike back very quickly. Correll Prime, the former Savannah Banana himself, with a moonshot all the way to the awning in left field for Indianapolis. That would cap off a 3-run inning for the Clowns, and that was home run number 3 for Prime Time. Another big blast on his season. Now in the bottom half of the inning, Kenshi Sagia, the Nippon star, batting against David Griffin. Yeah, that's a Jackie Bradley Jr. trick play and a point for Indianapolis. Now in the fourth inning, Clowns already with the run on the board. Brian Dansereau, a 2-run tater over the left field wall, capping another 3-run frame for the Clowns, up 2-1 in the ball game. Next inning, Joe Lytle batting against Noah Nisnik, and that one peppered all the way to the center field wall. Meadows playing that one on a hop. Bobby Leday coming around to score, standing up. And Indianapolis trying to claim another point. That would not happen. D.R. Meadows with a clutch piece of hitting up the middle to negate the point for Indianapolis. But in the 6th inning, after the Clowns were able to get a runner on thanks to an error from Alex Ziegler, Kirkland Banks would come through with an RBI single into right field. And a couple batters later, Joe Gray Jr., home run over the historic Grayson Stadium sign. It's Cowboy Joe's 7th of 2026, all alone in second place in the Banana Ball Championship League. That one not a cheapie. Now 6th inning, Peanuts the Elephant against Dakota Stilts All-Britain. And for all the fans of Peanuts, he emerged victorious in that battle. Now in the 7th, still a 3-1 ball game. If you blinked, you might have missed it because JT Sokolov, the designated runner for the Savannah Bananas, was able to swipe home and steal a second point in the game for the Nanners, making it just a 1-point game into the final inning of play. Danny Hosley would record a 3-up, 3-down inning for the Nanners, and in the bottom half, Reese Alexiadis, trying to knot up this game, would roll over to Bobby Leday at shortstop, and that would cap off a 3-2 Indianapolis Clowns victory over the Bananas and a series win as well. And something we have talked about so much is how this Clowns team just continues to hit. And Correll Prime, the man who did a lot of the damage last night en route to the Showman of the Game award, 2 for 4, an RBI double and a 2-run home run as well. And you can't forget about Brian Dansereau, had another one of those homers for the Clowns. A big night offensively for Indianapolis, 10 runs on 12 hits. But it's not just the offense, after all, that has been so good for Indianapolis. They've had a pretty flawless weekend here in Savannah, Georgia. We mentioned it in Kansas City. The Clowns 4 trick plays missed and 6 errors defensively. And that led to the Nanners scoring 6 runs in that series. But here in Grayson Stadium, the Clowns have cleaned things up. Only 1 trick play missed on Thursday, and the same could be said on Friday. And this team still without an error in the series as well. Grayson Stadium's been good to the Clowns, very much so. And you see the road numbers also fantastic for Indianapolis. This is a team that has played very well as the road squad this season. In road games, they rank first in batting average runs per game, average hits as well, and 30 home runs for the Clowns. And they already have 4 in this series that have come courtesy of Eli Payton, Terrell Prime, Joe Gray Jr., and Brian Dansereau. And all these numbers have translated to a 10-9 record for Indianapolis when playing as the away team, second best in the Banana Ball Championship League. So they're enjoying things here in Grayson Stadium, and Michael's enjoying his time out in the party plaza.
Hey guys, look, we have all the craziest fans, but I want to show you the best fans in the world outside the historic Grayson Studio.
That magic. Oh yeah, you got it. So don't forget who you are. If you can dream it, you can be it. Just believe it. And shine on, shine on. We're made from the start. Got that magic. You got that magic. Come on now. Now shine on, 'cause we're made from the stars. Now shine on, 'cause we're made from the stars.
What's up, Savannah?
Yo, how y'all feeling?
Well, we just got one question for you. Do you need something? Are you ready to see the original baseball circus? Well, we got plenty of that coming your way because we like to clown around all day. So get ready to clap those hands and stomp those feet, because at the end of the day, we all need somebody to lift us up. You, me, them, everybody.
Oh, everybody needs somebody.
Everybody needs somebody to love.
Oh yeah, someone to love.
A sweetheart to miss,
A sweetheart to
a
miss.
sugar to kiss.
A sugar to kiss.
I need you, you. I need you, you. I need you, you. I need you.
Give it up one more time for the original baseball circus, the Indianapolis Clown. Grayson Stadium, I need everybody here to get on your feet. That's right, everybody, get up on your feet, because it's time to meet your Savannah Banana.
introduced on the diamond here tonight in Savannah. A beautiful night for a banana ball game. And the Indianapolis Clowns hunting a sweep against this Bananas team. Playing a lot of good ball. Earlier today, the Bananas all getting warmed up and loose here in Grayson Stadium. Kyle Jackson, DR Meadows, Reese Alexiadis, and this team possibly in need of a little more preparation as they find themselves just 1-3 in their last 4 games, all of which have been played against this Clowns team. And a big thing that has continued to burn the Bananas across these 4 games is the lack of offense that they have been able to generate. As you get a look at the numbers, the Bananas batting below the Mendoza line as a team in this span, just a .185 batting average. And the average runs a little alarming as well, just averaging a hair over 4 in this span. And in banana ball, when you are trying to win innings, you need to score in multiple different innings. The Bananas having a pretty tough time doing that, and they are not being aided by the long ball either. Still looking for another home run against this Clowns team. So the Bananas looking for better results here tonight. The fans still with smiles on their faces, regardless of the winning streaks and the losing streaks on hand. I'll tell you who's jazzed up about tonight's contest. It's Mr. Michael Schwartz.
Ooh, I am sweating already, Josh, because these fans are the greatest in the world. Can we show the fans? Wait, these are just a few of the fans. Wait, we got to see. Where are the fans? Where are the fans? There? Can I hear your voices? All right, let's just keep going. Let's keep going. Let's just keep going. Let's just keep going. These fans are excited for that 300th banana ball game in franchise history. But I want to introduce you to a really special fan here. I just met you a little bit ago. Tell us your first name.
It's Jessica.
Jessica, you've been coming to banana ball games for how long?
7 years.
What keeps you, season passes, what keeps you coming back?
Fan experience. They're all about us. It's all a good time. There's never a time that I just don't walk away and say, I can't wait to come back.
When you remember this is the 300th banana ball game in Bananas franchise history, you look back at from then until now, what have you seen as our incredible sport has grown?
It's just amazing how they've turned it around. I mean, it's incredible. I can't imagine taking what it was before, and I had been to those games, and then getting this. This is just, I can't wait to come back every time.
Jessica, let's have a great night with these amazing fans. The stands are so packed, and we are ready for another sold-out night. For that, let's hear from the creator of Banana Ball, Jesse Cole, for
the rules of Banana Ball!
Banana Ball is the fastest and most entertaining show in sports. And the 11 rules guarantee the most fans-first experience every second.
Unbelievable! Welcome to the Banana Ball Championship League.
Rule number 1, win the inning, win the point. The team that scores the most runs in an inning wins the point.
It's a walk-off winner to the deepest part of the field. Oh my goodness!
With the Equalizer Point, trick plays provide the away team an opportunity to earn a point going into the final inning. And in the final inning, every run counts as a point. Rule number 2, Banana Ball has a 2-hour time limit, guaranteeing that every game is fast-paced and action-packed. Rule number 3, no stepping out of the batter's box. If you do, it will result in a strike.
Max stepped out of the box, and because he stepped out of the box, that's it.
Rule number 4, no bunting, because bunting sucks. If you bunt, you'll be thrown out of the game. Rule number 5, batters can steal first base.
Ball 3, Gideon taking off for first, throw from Leroy, in time.
Rule number 6, there's no walks. Walks are ball 4 sprints. The batter can advance as far as they want until every position player touches the ball.
Those defenders have touched the banana ball. It is a 4-base sprint to open up the ball game.
Rule number 7, no mound visits. Nope. Rule number 8, foul balls caught by a fan count as an out.
Oh, they caught it! They did! They did caught it on the third point! We're doing a showdown!
Rule number 9, the showdowns. In showdowns, the best of the best face off in the biggest moment. One hitter versus one pitcher with one fielder behind him. And the hitter has to score.
Deep to right center. See you later.
Rule number 10, the banana ball challenge rule gives the coaches and you, the fans, a chance to impact a call on the field. Rule number 11, the golden batter. Once a game, each team can give any player an at-bat regardless of the lineup. This offers the biggest matchups on the biggest stage.
Big on big. Gamer, let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Get out of here, ball! That thing had a family!
And those are the rules of banana ball.
Thank you so much, Jesse. I know he loves to see the banana baby tradition continue here in Grayson Stadium. Let's stay down on the field with some more pregame fun.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am bringing with me some bananas power to the plate. My dear friend Porter is going to be attempting to hit a home run against these clowns. So can I hear some noise for my dear friend Porter? Looks like Porter is going to be facing off against Peanuts. Quite the tough opposition. Pitch number 1 is on its way. And that is a big swing and a miss. Strike 1. Hang in there, Porter. He awaits pitch number 2 from Peanuts. Oh, that's a good take. And a truly unbelievable call from Bryson behind the plate. Can we get a boo for Bryson? Boo. Looks like Splits have enough. Oh my goodness, he drop kicks Peanuts. That can't be legal. Places the ball on the tee, and now we have a more fair fight for my friend Porter. Foul ball. Foul ball. Just ticked it. I saw it. It hit the bat. Porter's ready. Swing and a drive. There it goes. That ball is ripped into deep left field. Porter's rounding first base. Looks like the Clowns are having some trouble over there. Ball's being kicked around, and Porter's on his way to second. Ladies and gentlemen, Porter is motoring, bumbling, stumbling, and tumbling his way around third base. And here he comes to home plate.
And this is starting to shape up like a pretty improbable finish for our friend Porter. Weaving and bopping, trying to score. Considers giving Joe Lytle a high five, and there it is. Porter coming across the score. Oh man, fun stuff from that young fella. Putting a good swing on the banana ball against Peanuts the elephant as well. And now we get ourselves a look at Ty Jackson hyping up the fans as the rope was dropped here in Grayson Stadium. Always exciting to see the folks pour into this ballpark. And a guy who had a lot of success here last night, Clowns outfielder Brian Dansereau, who caught up with Michael Schwartz.
Hey, with Brian Dansereau from your Indianapolis Clowns. Why are we swirling a hula hoop on our arm? We'll tell you about that in a minute. But first, 1 for 4 last night, your second home run of the season.
And how about Brian Dansereau?
So I've got to face Niz a couple times. Made me look goofy on a good bit of changeup, so I finally just looked for it. Got a good swing off and finally got to do my dinosaur celebration.
I was going to ask about that.
So I used to play for a team called the Raptors. And I used to do it all the time and just goof off with it. When I was hurt, I did it on the sideline a bunch, and everybody just seemed to love it. So I've kind of run with it, and it's fun. When I was in college, they couldn't pronounce my last name, so they just started calling me Dinosaur. So it just kind of came back to it.
B5, Dinosaur, whatever you wanted to do. Okay. Why hula hoops? Well, because when you were little, you actually won a hula hoop contest.
Yeah, so I was 10 years old. It was in the middle of a mall. And they wanted to see who could do a hula hoop competition for the longest, and the winner got to win like a gift card. And as soon as it started, I actually dropped my hula hoop.
Oh.
But no one caught me.
Wait, is this do we have this on record? Did you actually win it?
I won it.
But no one caught you?
No, it was like right when I first started, it went down, and then I was like, ooh.
Is this exclusive? Is this the first time we're hearing about this? If you ran that
I've held
hula
this
hoop,
secret for a long time.
what mall was it?
It was Arbor Place Mall in Douglasville.
Okay, if you worked at that mall and you ran that hula hoop contest, contact us here at Banana Ball because one, we want to see a video from that. But that's awesome. Brian, have a game tonight. Have a day. The Clouds looking to sweep the Bananas. We are just almost underway here at the historic Grayson Stadium.
Thank you so much, Michael. Fun stuff from Brian Dancero. Couldn't even think about sniffing one of those hula hoop contests as a kid. As you got to look at our pitching matchup here tonight. It's a rematch of what we saw last Sunday afternoon in Kauffman Stadium. Pair of rookies squaring up against each other for the Indianapolis Clowns. Right-hander Brett Maddock gets the ball, and the Bananas counter with their first-round draft pick, Austin Drury. Both of these guys continuing to get better and better as the season has progressed. Drury currently third in Banana Ball when it comes to strikeouts, and meanwhile, Brett Maddock, 22 hits allowed, only 2 of them have come to the Savannah Bananas. So a fun pitching matchup on hand, and talked a lot about traditions here tonight. This is the 300th Bananas Banana Ball game after all. You see the Bananas and the Banana Band all joining in the parade as they go through the concourse here in our ballpark in the hostess city. Split throwing out beads to the people. And I'll tell you what, it's been a pretty busy weekend in Banana Ball so far. Get a look at the scores from around the league so far. Bananas and Tailgaters have already played 2 games apiece this weekend. And it's the Tailgaters and Clowns both hunting sweeps here tonight. So it'll be interesting to see how those series conclude. And meanwhile, the Party Animals and the Loco Beach Coconuts will kick off pretty soon, 8 o'clock Eastern on the Party Animals YouTube page and the CW. They will be playing in American Family Field in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, home of the Milwaukee Brewers. And it's a little piece of history as well for the boys in black and pink. The Party Animals selling out a Major League Stadium. They will not be taking on the Savannah Bananas. So a big accomplishment for the Animals. Well, let's focus back in here in Grayson Stadium and get you back on down to the field.
America's sweetest hearts, your Banana Nanas. He is your bat trickster and balancing extraordinaire. Give it up for Alex Ziggy Ziegler. The king of potassium himself, the world's strongest banana. Give it up for Split. Coming in at 10 feet 9 inches tall, the one, the only Dakota Stilts Albritton. And the best to ever do it, your dancing first and third base coach, Macy O. One more time for the cast of your Savannah Bananas.
All right, Banana Nation, DR Meadows here, and it looks like the cast is ready. All the players are ready, so it's now time for you, the fans, to get ready. So I need everyone here to get on your feet. I need all 5,000 of you to get on your feet and help me welcome out 6-year-old Annalee. What's up, girl? All right, your job is very important. All of us are ready for the game, but these fans aren't warmed up for it. So whatever you do, they have to do. You got any moves for us?
Yes.
Cricket Shark. What you got, girl? Oh, get those hands together, y'all. Okay. Bringing the energy tonight. Staying alive? How do you know this dance? What else you got? Oh, we're raising the roof. We're going from the toes to the roof. The toes, we're stretching. Sprinkler, okay. Go ahead with
with it. Jumping jacks! Okay, we all need to do some jumping jacks. Get those hands together, Annalie, look around. You just got everybody warmed up for this game tonight. Give it up one more time for Annalie!
The fans officially warmed up with help from that young lady and Mr. D.R. Meadows. And now there's only one more thing to do here tonight. It's time to get the fans hyped up here in Grayson Stadium. And for that, let's hear from Jerry.
Ladies and gentlemen, dreamers, believers, and storytellers from around the world. For over 50 years, the Clouds barnstormed this country, city to city, town to town, bus ride to bus ride. They played through rain. They played through hate. They played through empty houses and packed rooms. This is for every clown who wore the jersey. This is for every pioneer and showman. This is for every player who stepped foot on the field. They built this. This is more than just a comeback. This is more than just a reunion. This is history in the making, and tonight, Savannah! I said, Savannah! It is time for you tonight and come together, because after 37 years in the darkness, the original baseball circus is back, and the show starts now!
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to meet the starting lineup for your Savannah Bananas. Leading off, the center fielder number 5, DR the Doc Meadows. DH number 19, Dan Oberst. At first base, number 9, Max Young Goldberg. At third base, number 4, Kyle K.J. Jackson. Left fielder number 15, we call him Rack, Robert Anthony Cruz. The right fielder number 2, Reese Superman Alexiades. Shortstop number 6, he is our glove magician, Ryan Cox. The extra hitter number 7, Ty Two Fly Jackson. At second base, number 8, he is our greatest showman, Jackson Olsen. And behind the plate, number 17, Easton Parrish. On the mound for your Savannah Bananas tonight, number 11, Austin Drury. Savannah Bananas are led by Tyler Gillum, assisted by Adam Byro Byrant, Ryan Kellogg, Bryce Stover, and Reggie the Legend Horton.
Starting lineups for your 16 and 11 Savannah Bananas just announced. And now, one more thing before we get first pitch and our start of the clock. We stay down on the field. It's time for our national anthem.
If you're able, and remove your caps. Here to honor America with the singing of tonight's national anthem, please welcome to the field Alan McBride.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Ladies and gentlemen, Alan McBride.
A beautiful rendition of our national anthem here tonight as the Bananas and Clowns now start kicklining to Thunderstruck by AC/DC. We've got the finale of a three-game set. The 12 and 16 Indianapolis Clowns squaring off against the 16 and 11 Savannah Bananas. And these Clowns in a position to potentially record a sweep here in tonight's ball game. And now let's get a look at the Bananas and how they will line up defensively here tonight. From left to right, Robert Anthony Cruz, DR Meadows, and Reese Alexiadis, the usual suspects in the outfield. Kyle Jackson back at the hot corner tonight with 40 trick plays this year. Cox and Olsen, the duo up the middle, and Max Young-Goldberg starting at first base. Drury and Parrish are the battery, but Bryce Grizappi, the designated fielder, expected to catch all 9 innings defensively tonight. And of course, he will be paired with a supremely talented pitcher in Austin Drury. Hoping to induce a handful of trick plays tonight. And AD has posted sensational numbers against the Indianapolis Clowns in his young career. 3 starts against the Clowns and a 3-0 record for AD. 13 innings pitched. He's averaged 3 outs in 4 minutes and 7 seconds in that span. And 11 strikeouts, just 2 ball 4 sprints. So AD looking to extend his dominance as you now get a look at the southpaw on the mound, making start number 12 this season. 3.51 earned run average for Drury, has him ranked 8th in Banana Ball. 42 strikeouts, that ranks 3rd in our sport. And Drury, a 2.18 ERA plus, which indicates he has been more than 2 times better. Tore average arm here in 2026. But Drury doesn't have it easy tonight. This Indianapolis Clowns offense has been dangerous over the past couple weeks, and they start off with Joe Gray Jr. leading off yet again. Jackie Bradley Jr. to follow. Bobby Leday in the 3 spot. 4 through 6 is Lytle, Francis, and Correll Prime. And then Burgess, Holsizer, Banks, and Vasquez round out the bottom of this Clowns order. Of course, Correll Prime, the man who was the showman last night, looking to do more damage against his former squad. And a night off for Eli Payton. Oh man, beautiful night here in Grayson Stadium. How about we start the clock? Ty Jackson.
It is time. On the count of 3, we're gonna say start the clock. 1, 2, 3.
And we are underway. The clock started at 7:07 local time. And Ty Jackson, man who may be starting the clock a lot more in life. Something he wanted to do right before the Bananas got underway in Covenant Health Park in Knoxville, Tennessee. And now getting that task again as Austin Drury pours in a first pitch strike to Joe Gray Jr., who rips the second pitch into center field for a leadoff knock. Joe Gray Jr., now 10 for 19 batting in the first inning of play this season. I mean, you want to talk about a guy in the leadoff spot who is setting the table. Nobody is doing it quite like Cowboy Joe as Drury tries the pickoff move on Joe Gray Jr., and that one skips away from Max Young Goldberg, and Gray will move all the way up to third base. Olsen and Alexiadis, the 2 guys, have to go and chase after that banana ball. And that one just kind of hanging up towards the Bananas bullpen, allowed Joe Gray to score as Jackie Bradley Jr. keeps this one fair down the third base line. Just 3 pitches into the night for Austin Drury, and the Indianapolis Clowns, Banana Ball's best team batting in the first inning of play this season, has a run on the board. Now 28 runs batted in for Jackie Bradley Jr. in the top 5 in Banana Ball right now. And his first ribby here in the series. Bobby Leday, Clown shortstop, once again in the 3-hole. And he swings at the 1-1 offering from Drury and shoots it into left field. Now the Clowns have opened up tonight's ball game with 3 straight knocks against AD. And time to see if they can make it 4. Joe Lytle back behind the dish for the Indianapolis Clowns. Up to bat and taking a called first strike. AD, a man who comes to Banana Ball after spending some time in the Los Angeles Dodgers organization, made it as high as AA. And AD rears back and fires a 1-1 strike. Lytle hacking through it. 1-2 pitch, cut on and missed. Lytle coming up empty. And Austin Drury gets his first strikeout of the night. And that one's sorely needed with the Clowns already a run on the board and 2 guys on the base paths. Dale Francis Jr. now batting for the Indianapolis Clowns. Francis, a .352 average this season, 4 home runs to his name. And that one fouled. Seth Markham trying his best to make a play. A spinning tornado-like snag attempt comes up empty. Francis now in a quick 0-2 hole. Drury a check on JBJ. And then missing outside to Francis. Had a nice series so far. Couple doubles for the righty, who chops this one over to third base. Jackson with a bare hand play and a feed to Jackson Olsen, covering that second base bag. So Leday taking off the bases. And now Bradley Jr. and Francis Jr. at first and third for Indianapolis. Called first strike on Correll Prime. Last night's showman of the game. A 2-for-4 night for Prime Time against his former squad. And this guy's had sensational numbers against the Bananas as Grizzaffi gives a check on Jackie Bradley Jr. over at third base. And that one, a big swing and a miss. Primetime, almost every game he has played against the Savannah Bananas this season has recorded multiple hits against his former team, and he's trying to do that again early as this one gets away from Prime, and Grizzaffi throws down to Young Goldberg. And Austin Drury, with 2 strikeouts in the first inning, is able to limit the Clowns to just 1 run offensively to open up our ball game tonight. Bananas will look to respond here in the bottom half. And now we lay our peepers on the Indianapolis Clowns defensively tonight. Dale Francis Jr. is the man in left, Joe Gray Jr. in center, and Nico Holsizer man's right field from third to first. It's Kirkland Banks, Bobby Leday, Jalen Vasquez, and Correll Prime. And Joe Lytle is back behind the dish for the first time since returning from injury. He'll be working with Brett Maddock as you see Brian Dancero, our designated fielder for Indianapolis, and he is expected to spend all 9 innings in left field in the place of Dale Francis Jr. So for Brett Maddock, this is start number 4 for the Banana Ball rookie. Started against this Banana squad last Sunday in Kauffman Stadium. Pretty special afternoon for the kid who pitched at Kansas Wesleyan. Maddock in his start, 2 2/3 innings pitched, 2 hits allowed and 2 unearned runs, averaging 3 outs in 4 minutes and 15 seconds. As now the Bananas starting lineup is shown. Meadows, Oberst, Young Goldberg, the first 3 who start us off in this contest. And it's Easton Parrish, buried in that 10 spot, getting his 2nd start of the season for the Savannah Bananas.
Are you guys all friends? All right. Don't get mad at each other.
Now Maddock, a first pitch strike on DR Meadows. It's been very quiet lately against this Indianapolis Clowns team. Vidalia Kid, only 1 hit across his last 4 games. But in an early 2-1 count as Maddock misses again. Count now 3-1. Brett rocking a Brady Crocker apron on the mound. There's an old saying, real men wear aprons, and I subscribe to that theory as well. Maddock now with his first payoff of the night, and Meadows skies this one out of play.
Oh, you guys already picked yours?
DR in World Tour number 4 for the Savannah Bananas. And hitting this one into left field. Joe Gray Jr. had the leadoff single for the Clowns to open up this ball game, and now Meadows collects the single to start the night off for the Savannah Bananas. Gets a little handshake from his former teammate, Correll Prime. And so Dan Oberst now digs into the right-handed batter's box. Oberst making some Banana Ball history. We saw on Thursday night in the 9th inning as the Golden Batter, Oberst swiped first base. Then in his first 2 plate appearances yesterday, stole first against David Griffin. So it was 3 straight plate appearances for Oberst where he swiped first. which is the only time that has ever happened in Banana Ball. As Oberst lines this over the glove of Jalen Vasquez and into right center field. Bananas had just 2 hits against Brett Maddock entering play tonight. And the first 2 batters, Meadows and Oberst, each have collected a single against Brett. So can they keep the line moving? Max Young Goldberg has been elevated up to the 3-hole. Spent a lot of time in that spot in the order early this season. Before the Bananas opted to demote him as he found himself in a little bit of a slump. And when they moved MJG lower in that lineup, what they saw was his ability to get on base jumped up tremendously. He's earned a lot of ball force sprints for the Savannah Bananas this season, leading the team in that category. And a whiff from young Goldberg. Count now 2-2. Maddock misses up. And already another full count for the Clowns' rookie right-hander, young Goldberg. This one is laced and into the gap in right center field. Meadows getting the wave around, and so is Dan Oberst. He is on DR's heels, and the Clowns will not even try to throw that banana ball home. Clowns unable to record an out in the bottom half of the first inning. And the Nanners, we talked about it, they needed some offense tonight. They get it courtesy of MJG, Max Young Goldberg, the walk-off hero. Nanners up 1-0, and Michael Schwartz is with Nanners head coach Tyler Gillum.
Hey, what's up, Josh? Yeah, Coach Gillum, 300th banana ball game in Bananas franchise history. When I say that sentence, what do you think of?
Yeah, wow, this is unbelievable, right? I mean, it's all about creating never forget moments for every fan that walks through the gates, you know. Back in 2018, we created the original banana ball rules. 2020, we started testing and testing. 2021, we took the show on the road. Everybody was like, what are you doing? Like, is this thing gonna work? How do you know this thing's gonna work? What we kept hearing was fans saying, this is the greatest show in sports. This is the most fun I've ever had at a sporting event. And you know, we just want to thank the fans for all the support over these years, and we're just getting started.
Real quick, that's been the best thing to hear is we're just getting started. Real quick, 2 games the Clowns have taken in this one, the 300th historic one. How did the Bananas bounce back here?
Yeah, no doubt. We just won the first inning right there, and it's all about responding. You know, that's what life's about. The most important thing you can do in life is respond. We've got an unbelievable group right here. These guys are awesome, and we're just going through a little funk right now. We're literally a quality AB and a defensive play away from winning those games the last 2 nights. So no big deal. Let's get back in the fight right here. Let's see if we can win today. That's what we can control.
Well, Coach, it's such an honor. Thank you for welcoming me to the greatest show in sports. I'm so privileged and so fantastic just to stand next to you. All the best. Josh, back to you.
Thank you so much, Michael. Great words from Coach Tyler Gillum, the man at the helm for the 300th Bananas banana ball game in franchise history. Pretty cool moment. And that dates back all the way to June 26, 2020, when those Savannah Bananas, called the Yellow Bananas in that game, squared off against the Green Bananas. Now here, top 2. Nanners up a point, and Austin Drury goes back to work against Chris Burgess, who got the night off last night. Burgess has swung the stick very well against this Banana squad. His last 3 games against them, 5 for 7 at the dish. And 2 minor leaguers battling. Drury in the Dodger system. Burgess found his way into the Orioles org. Drury's 2-2 chopped foul. Burgess, a guy who's brought into banana ball primarily because he plays great defense and has a cannon behind the plate. But I'll tell you what, his bat has been very loud this season for Indianapolis as he swings through that pitch from AD. And already 3 strikeouts for Austin Jury in this ballgame, up to 45 on the season, and now tied for the strikeout as the strikeout leader in the Banana Ball Championship League. But of course, Austin Jury not out of it. This Clowns lineup is quite deep. And you certainly say that when a guy like Nico Holzheiser's batting in the 8th hole as Kyle Jackson goes down to a knee and snags that hot shot off the bat of Nico. Great reaction from Kyle Jackson. Probably a sigh of relief to boot. And you see the appreciation from AD on the pitcher's mound. Now Kirkland Banks at the dish. Gets a start offensively for the 2nd straight night for the Indianapolis Clowns. Got a base knock, a run batted in the 6th inning against Alan Sadoff. Now takes the 1-1 pitch for a called strike. Count 1-2. High chop, AD Fields takes a little time and fires in time to Alex Ziegler over at first base. Great defense from Austin Drury to end the 2nd inning. The Clowns go 3 up, 3 down as the Nanners hunt another point. And we go down to the field. It's time for big balls.
We have Chris, Dalton, Jacob, and Declan, and this is the irresistible forces versus the immovable objects. A fatal 4-way we call big balls. At the count of 3, gentlemen, charge into each other. 3, 2, 1, go! Oh no, we got one down. All right, break it up, break it up. All right, 3, 2, 1, go! Oh, and he lands on his feet. Our winner here, give it up for Dalton!
Oh my gosh. That's what we call a big boom. Shout out Big Justice and AJ. Yeah. Hope you guys haven't forgot about those cats. Joined us in Miami at the end of the 2024 tour. And a guy who was there to be a part of all that joins me in the broadcast booth. Cowboy Kyle Lewis, I cannot believe that you are standing to my left, friend.
I was thinking about it last night, and I was trying to think of the appropriate words that I should say in this moment. And I came to the conclusion that I don't think that they've been invented in the English dictionary.
Wow.
Of how excited I am to be back up here with you. I certainly miss Biko, as this one's off. Foul and not caught down the third baseline.
Boy.
I mean, I hope that everybody who's been fans with us for a while, I hope that they feel the same sentiments as me, and I am just smiling ear to ear, man.
Yep, and me and Kyle have already made an agreement. We're going to try and keep this beef-free for the most part tonight.
We will be 100% cordial and friendly. As long as the Bananas keep winning innings, I will be as nice to Josh as I can be.
And the Clowns, no runs in the top of the 2nd. Put the Bananas in a prime position to potentially earn another point as Kyle Jackson has found himself in a full count. Brett Maddock already with his 3rd full count pitch of the evening, and he will miss to Kyle Jackson. Off and running, and thinking about 2 bases. He'll slam on the brakes and be content with 1.
That'll bring Coach Rack, Robert Anthony Cruz, to the plate with no outs and a runner on first. Josh, how are you holding up last night and this evening yet again without your counterpart, Pico Scala?
You know, I'm still trying to get in touch with all the medical folks, trying to figure out if my guy is okay. Really took a pretty nasty spill off the roof.
That's right. I forgot about that. I was actually walking. I actually arrived to the stadium and was walking across the field to go to the locker room when said incident took place. And I was hoping that you could give me some good news when I got back up here, man. I'm not going to lie.
Good swing from Robert Anthony Cruz. That one a home run to the parking lot.
Over there by those Clydesdales, man.
Now, we're, just having a little fun. Joshing around, if you will. Pico Scala doing just fine. Actually away at a wedding.
Yeah, we just miss him so dearly. We have to make him a part of everything that we do.
Amen.
Just like in between these next two pitches, I will be doing my best impersonation of a skit and a scat.
Swung on and missed. Robert Anthony Cruz coming up empty against Brett Maddock. He'll find his way back to the bench, and that is the first out that Maddock has been able to record tonight for Indianapolis.
All my homies hate changeups, man. Really good one from Brett there, though. And I'm skitting, and I'm scatting, and I'm scooping and dopping, and I'm dipping, and I'm dopping, and I'm booping and bopping, and Reese Alexiadis, booping and bopping, and bop, bop, beeping and bop. Oh, that would have been so cool if that was a homer, man.
Oh, man. Cowboy Kyle trying to get the good mojo flowing for Super Reese Alexiadis. He's been quiet in his last couple of games for these Bananas.
Yeah, I was going to say, Josh, I feel like, this first inning is off to a good start to us. I feel like we're definitely gaining some momentum. We've got a couple guys in that lineup that we're really looking to get back onto that hot streak, and I feel like we've been playing good, man. We pitched, throw down, KJ way ahead of it. Good job, runner score position, 1 out for the Bananas. I feel like this series, man, we're a couple pitches away. We've been throwing really well as a staff. We've been hitting. They've got some good arms, but things just aren't going our way. We're hitting a couple balls hard, and they're going right at people right now.
Yeah, I mean, across this stretch against the Clowns, going back to Kansas City, a team earned run average that's actually below 4.5 for you guys. Unfortunately, the offense just hasn't exactly been there as Reese Alexiadis hits this one high in the air. Correll Prime, ranging over in foul territory, will make the catch. And for a split second, Kyle Jackson thought about testing Prime time and tagging up to third base, but he'll be content with hanging out at 2B.
That'll bring up Ryan Cox to the dish with 2 outs, also known as my Xbox partner in Arc Raiders in late evenings after the game. Looking for another good at-bat. I feel like Coxie this series has been putting together some really good at-bats. Running pitch counts up, making guys work. Quabs and swabs is what we're in the business of, and I feel like he's the best man at it right now in the lineup.
Yep, Coxie, a ball 4 sprint last night, and now a banana ball that is floated in shallow right field. Jalen Vasquez hops over a sliding Nico Holzheiser and makes the grab. Nico not worse for wear, and Joe Lytle bowing down in full respect. Oh no, it was Holzheiser making the grab. Oh my goodness. A wild play for Nico Holzheiser and an inning-saving play at that. Fantastic stuff from the Indianapolis Clowns to cap off our bottom of the second. The Bananas still leading this ball game 1-0 as we welcome you back inside our broadcast booth. I am Josh Talevsky, joined alongside the 9-year Savannah Banana, Mr. Cowboy Kyle Lewigs.
Thank you so much for having me. I can't think of a better way to spend our Saturday. I would like to do another group hug, even though there's not a third here. We're going to act like he's here and we can squeeze him in. Those watching, if you could clip this and AI him in or something, Steve Kellogg, I know you're capable of that.
You can do it, Steve.
I would love to see that, man. So happy to be back up here. You got some new toys up here, man. I know that the broadcast has been elevated. Obviously, since the 2 or 3 years that I've been up here. But man, I look clearer than I've ever been right now on that monitor, man.
In my eyes, you've always looked clear, man, but a -8 contact has certainly helped me in that department.
That's phenomenal. And we've got a man on the mound, I believe, number 11. I think we're going to be able to hopefully talk to him, Josh. Is that correct?
Yeah, you mentioned the new technology up here in the broadcast booth. That does mean that, you know, the mic'd ups have gotten better over the years. And you know what? Why don't we welcome our man, Austin Drury, the Banana Ball rookie, into the broadcast. AD, how you doing, man?
Good, how are you? First time for everything, right?
Fantastic. Dude, we knew it had been a minute.
Come on, kid.
This was something that I know you've been patiently waiting for.
Yeah, I've been actually anticipating, you know, prepping, because I really don't know how this is going to go, but we're going to go.
Well, lucky for you, you have Cowboy Kyle Lewigs, a man with a plethora of mic'd up experience to help you through this.
Good pitch. Good start. We don't want him to ambush there. I bet you weren't expecting to have me in your ear to get this inning going.
That helps me a lot. Helps me so much.
Good pitch. Good pitch. Now, what do you like here, AD? I know we've been going fastball heavy primarily.
Oh, he called fastball, so.
Okay.
Can Grizz hear us?
Good pitch.
Get in down there. Go, Grizz! Go, Grizz! Heads up!
Great pitch. I had 1 and 2 here, Drury.
Yeah, what you want?
Early in the contest here, how is it thrown to Grizz? I'm not sure if you've thrown to anybody but Bill so far this year.
Hey, Grizz is like, he overcomplicates, but in the right ways, you know what I mean? In the right ways. There it is, the going slider.
Nice. Make a pitch. Very nice. Now show me a celly. This is something that we've been working on in your area. Show me something.
That's a little celly, it's a business walk, you know what I mean? We just...
A business walk?
See this.
You guys don't walk into interviews like that?
See, man, I just don't know about that one, man.
AD, what's it going to take, man? What's it going to take to improve those dance moves?
It's going to take keeping Joe Gray off of the bases here, as he's been
he's hot.
He's been red hot. Good first pitch fastball, way ahead. Make a pitch. Good. Way ahead. 0-2. Now I want you to take a breather. You're working pretty fast this inning. Take a breather.
Yes, Kyle.
And before you throw this pitch, think of a celly that you could do before you strike him out.
All right, we're going to do the shimmy, because you know we both love the shimmy. That's a fly out. That's what we call it. F8.
You got a guy. Backflip. Oh, yeah.
Diarmas in center field. Backflipping for a second straight night for the Savannah Bananas.
Nice. Hey, that's why they call him the Doc, you know?
The Doctor with his 40th trick play on the 2026 World Tour. AD, man, what is it like to watch all these guys and the trick plays that they collect behind you this year?
You know what? I got here and I thought, hey, I'm athletic. And then I see all these guys and I have no idea how they catch these balls. I've been trying for 3 months to catch it behind my back in BP.
Good, way ahead of MLB star Jackie Bradley here. Take a minute, enjoy this inning, man. You're about to throw up a 0 for the second inning in a row.
All right, this one, he's pretty good, see. We gotta lock in.
Oh no, man, I jinxed it. It's the broadcast jinx. That's on me. We can score that hit on my stats. You don't have to take that.
Yep, those will go in Kyle's ledger on bananaball.com/stats.
Sorry, Jackie Bradley Jr., you know you're going to get a hit. You go 0-2 down the middle.
I love the aggressiveness, man. We've been talking about that as a pitching staff. You know, we've got 2 walks, I think, on the weekend so far. I think it's been something that we've been able to do really well, especially you today, getting ahead of the count, man.
Won't you take me to funky town? Is that gone?
It's at the end.
Well, that ball continued to carry off the bat of Bobby Leday. Leday launching that one over the left field wall for Indianapolis. And a tough 2-out home run surrender there from AD.
I mean, does it just fly here at Grayson? It hit about 88 off the bat.
I mean, it's a good pitch. Change up, down. I will also have to say that can go on my ledger as well. I mean, I started getting a little too confident with 2 strikes. And you got a pesky guy in the box now. Good. That's what we talked about, Drury. That PRP, you got to have a positive response.
Positive response.
Good boy.
There you go. Great pitch.
That's a strike, Joe Lytle. Yeah.
Good. Head 1-2 here. I will say, I know that you want to play baseball for the rest of your life, but whatever you do after baseball, I would not recommend it being singing.
I think I got it. You know? I've been doing some Derek Clennis lessons.
You're paying for the Clenna lessons?
You know what?
Or is he giving those out pro bono?
No, he's top dog. You know, he can't get in there for free.
Make a pitch here. You got him 1-2.
1-2. Yeah. Make a pitch. That's not even a hit. There's no way. Bro.
Pesky hitter,
I might have to send y'all on your way.
Oh man, it started so well too, but a trio of 2-out knocks for Indianapolis. And now Lytle taking off the base paths in favor of Malachi Mitchell.
Joe Lytle, huh?
Looks a little overdressed for the occasion over there at first.
Yeah, flashing. Looks like a full suit.
There we go, Jax. And Jackson! GD!
Phenomenal, AD.
Good boy.
Phenomenal.
Thank you.
Keep going. We need a couple more innings from you, big man.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. You know what?
Well,
Josh,
AD, thank you so much for joining us on the show, my friend.
It was a pleasure, but those are unearned, right?
Rooting for you the rest of the way tonight,
Appreciate
man. Best of luck.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
There
All
are
right,
over
let's get down to the field for
400,000
Bananas
children
Foster.
and teens in foster care without a permanent home. To raise awareness and support this community, we created Bananas Foster, the official nonprofit of Banana Ball. Our organization is dedicated to celebrating the foster care community while educating and inspiring others to get involved. Tonight, we're celebrating Kendall Gay. Kendall was inspired to make a difference in the foster care community after her mom became a single foster mom. The two of them together are single foster moms, and in the last 4 years, they have welcomed over 30 children and teens into their home, and she's adopted 2 into her family forever. Fans, please welcome to the field Kendall and her family for making a difference right here in our community.
Shout out to Kendall Gay and the entire Gay family, helping welcome combined 30 children into their homes. You can text BUNCH to 50155 if you want to support Bananas Foster. Indianapolis Clowns got 2 runs at the top of the 3rd inning. And you see across the Clowns, the last 3 wins. Some pretty standout performances from Joe Lytle, Correll Prime, and Chris Burgess. All of these guys batting 500 or better across these last 3 dubs. Lytle pacing the pack with 4 extra base hits as well. And we saw a knock from Joe there in the 3rd against AD. So the Clowns offense starting to churn again in the 3rd inning. See if the Bananas can respond offensively against Brett Maddock like they did in the 1st. Now, Kyle, I'm not sure how much it's been brought up to you, but a reminder for all the people who have just now joined us, this is the 300th Banana Ball game of all time for the Savannah Bananas in their franchise history. What is it like to be a part of that?
Sheboygan, man. It feels like 500 on my body currently. But I mean, what a cool milestone. I feel like each year we're continuing to evolve, as well as, I mean, look at some of the teams that are playing, you know, they're 20th. They're getting ready next couple weeks, their 30th games ever as a franchise, and just the competitiveness in the league. And like you see a pitcher that we got in the 1st round in this year's draft, in Austin Drury, who I think is borderline one of the best pitchers in the league, as Ty Q-balled one down the right field line. I don't think we've got a catch. I've got a giant pole in front of me.
No catch made.
No catch made.
Good chase by Nico Holsizer.
Very good effort. I think that, Drury's one of the best pitchers in the league, and we've got, on any given night, in any given inning, you can give up numerous amounts of runs. It just goes to show, no matter how much experience those guys in the yellow have in 300 career franchise games, it's anybody's game any night.
Called strike 3. Outside corner, and Bryson Wheeler is going to ring up Ty to fly. Ty Jackson. Not the happiest with that call. And now Jackson Olsen's got something for us.
Love has ways of bringing things back to life. All you said was hi, and I remembered I loved you. Came back when it mattered, I saw you standing there in the light of the window, wearing that same smile. Man, it's been a while, but I knew it, I knew you.
Sweet stuff there from the Bananas second baseman. Jackson Olsen was both Woody and Buzz as a kid, and hits this one into right center field. Joe Gray Jr. with the tip, and Nico Holsizer hauls it in, the old-fashioned cap, for a double trick play for the Indianapolis Clowns.
Is that a Toy Story X Taylor Swift moment that we had there?
Yeah, Taylor Swift created a new song for Toy Story 5. I Knew It, I Knew You.
I had no idea, man.
It's got the people saying that she's returned to her country roots.
I'm so far out of the loop, but I'm so there for that. I love the country roots. I believe which was in the beginning of her career. I know a alarming little about Taylor Swift. We've got Easton put the fries in the bag. Parrish is now at the plate.
Now, how did he earn that nickname?
I don't even know. He's such a gem. Man, he's such a gem. He shows up to the field. He works so hard every day, and everybody tries to pick on him because he's everybody's favorite in the locker room right now. And man, he wears anything that you throw at him, and I think it was just some stupid thing that Bill threw at him and kind of stuck because we thought it was funny, and he doesn't even care at all.
Parrish with a foul tip, and that caught a piece of Joe Lytle in some capacity. So now Bryson Wheeler going to walk this banana ball out to Brett Maddock on the mound to make sure Lytle can catch a little breather. Again, this is Lytle's first start behind the plate since he has returned from injury. He's dealing with a bone bruise. It's kept him hampered and out of the Clowns lineup.
A contusion, some would say.
That's correct.
Especially those with a kinesiology degree.
Your vocabulary is spectacular.
That's what I went to school for, man. But it's
vocabulary or
not vocabulary,
kinesiology.
kinesiology.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a swing and a miss. Brett Maddock. Strikeouts of Ty Jackson and Easton Parrish. Also gets a pair of trick plays and earns the Clowns their first point of the night. Through 3 innings here in Grayson Stadium, we are even. The Clowns and the Bananas knotted at 1 point each. And there you go. Brett Maddock, he's cooking.
I think it's Brady Crocker, I think.
Brady Crocker, yes.
At that point, which I think is a beautiful play on words. As we're going to see Austin Drury here in a minute coming out for his 4th inning of work. It's a guy that we're looking to eat a lot of the game tonight for the Bananas. We've got still some guys in the pen that we can go to tonight, one being including myself, which I'm a very big fan of throwing.
How's that for a tease?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I can't tell the future. But I'm a big fan of throwing here at Grayson Stadium. Love throwing in front of the faithful here for the past 9 years. I've been so lucky to do this. So yeah, we'll see how this unfolds. Tight ball game, tight in the trick plays, tight across the board, man.
And we welcome you back inside the booth. I'm Josh Dolevsky, joined by the 9-year Savannah Banana, Mr. Cowboy Kyle Lewiggs making a triumphant return to the broadcast booth. Oh man, just feels so right, my friend.
I hope when Biko sees this on the playback that it brings a tear to his eye.
I bet he is crying right now.
You think so?
Well, he is at his uncle's wedding.
That's true. That's true. It's a good point.
So whether
Officiating.
he's watching us or officiating that wedding, I would gather that there are some tears flowing from our friend's eye.
I'll take either of those tears, man. And it's another, I mean, we're rolling into June here, man. We're rolling into the dog days of summer, as I was going to call it when we were touching on that Joe Lytle injury that kept him out for a while. A lot of these clubs are getting a little banged up, and it's starting to, some of those things are starting to take toll. I mean, it's a lot of travel. It's a lot of early mornings and late nights. And it's fun to see some guys get to step in, especially like it being wedding season. Like we're short of our captain, Bill Leroy, so Grizz getting the start behind the plate, as well as some other guys starting to come in.
Well, the men in black have made their way to Savannah, Georgia. I did not know that we had extraterrestrials afoot here in the stadium. A reminder to everybody, don't ever touch the red button.
Never. And I was wondering where the suits were going to come into play as Drury's ahead with his first fastball to Correll Prime. I was wondering when the suits were going to come into play, and I love my dear friend and ex-teammate Malachi Mitchell, but I think him and Prime's suits got mixed up because that suit was eating Malachi alive on that walk-up.
Oh, man, a handful of former teammates getting in on that. Prime, Malachi Mitchell, Gage Voorhees, and then the rookies, Clark Gilmore and Andrew Irvin.
And Jackie Bradley Jr. so kindly lending his vehicle for the beginning of the intro.
Well, that is quite generous as Austin Drury now finds himself in a 2-2 count against Prime. Get one more look at Malachi Mitchell in that suit. Kyle Jackson and Alex Ziegler. That is a double trick play and a beauty for the Savannah Bananas. Jackson between the legs and Alex Ziegler smirking like he got away with something.
Because I think he did, Josh. He's a sicko, man. I mean, always looking for a trick play opportunity, and I think a big laugh, especially with his former teammate and both of our former teammate, Correll Prime, with a head full of steam coming down that first base line.
So the Bananas now 5 trick plays in the ball game. Clowns with 2. And this is what we have typically seen from Austin Drury, a guy who starts these ball games racking up a handful of strikeouts, and then as the game progresses, you see more and more trick plays come behind him.
He's like fine wine, man. He just ages so well as the game goes on. And another point I wanted to touch on as, oh my God!
Oh man, Austin Drury throwing to Alex Ziegler, trying to catch another one behind his back. Seth Markham at first base is going to make his claim that Ziggy came off of the bag trying to make that snag, and we have a challenge on our hands here tonight. The Savannah Bananas have elected to challenge this play, and so the umpiring crew will go to review this one. Did not see a single challenge in last night's ball game. And now AD and Ziggy will look on, trying to see if Ziggy was able to stay on that first base bag. And from the looks of it, looks like Ziggy might have been pulled off.
I just want it so badly for the clip. I mean, that's got to be one of the better plays you'll see a pitcher make. And that's not even Austin Drury going for a trick play. I think it's just immediate reaction with the ball hit so hard from Burgess.
Yep. Drury doing such a great job fielding his own position.
I also have no idea what that little high knees in place was after he fielded it. I think he just got so excited. I think he had the zoomies.
Rookies. It just takes a while for them to get adjusted.
I mean, it's a kid's game, and we want them to have a ball.
Umpires taking their time, making sure they can get this call right. In fact, our timer for this challenge has expired, but still a discussion going on between Wheeler, Hector Gonzalez, and Cal Allman. And now the umpires returning.
All right, ladies and gentlemen,
to give their verdict.
after further review, the ruling on the field stands. Runner is safe.
So that one will stand. Chris Burgess will wind up missing on a trick play missed from Alex Ziegler. Nothing inherently wrong with that throw from Austin Drury.
That clip is off to the land of shadow and flames. Never to be seen again. Probably going to be idolized by Austin Drury on some of his content.
You know, there's good content to be made out of that if I had to guess.
I could think of 3 or 4 different ways.
Could maybe use the Curb Your Enthusiasm theme song. Something once it gets to the Ziggy part. Who's to say? Nico Holzheiser back up to the dish. 0 for 1. Lined out to Kyle Jackson in his first at-bat. And now in the driver's seat, 3-1. That one is spanked out to left field, and that one going all the way to the wall. Burgess getting a stop sign from Eric Fox at third base. And the Indianapolis Clowns with their second extra base hit of the ball game. This one coming courtesy of Holzheiser, who has only gotten better as his season has progressed. Tonight's donut batter is Kirkland Banks. If he strikes out, the fans here in Grayson Stadium will get free donuts courtesy of Duncan. And I'll tell you what, Kyle, this would be a pretty good time for AD to pick up another punch out. As a little dribbler, it's hit to AD. He has to wait for this one to come down, and he tried the Greg Maddux play. He was looking to fake that throw over to first base, spin around, and fire back to Kyle Jackson at third. Unfortunately, KJ left the third base bag thinking he might make the play instead of AD. And so now the bags are full as Kirkland Banks winds up with an infield single. Jalen Vasquez hits this to Ryan Cox. He collects the trick play on his behind-the-back feed to Jackson Olsen. But nevertheless, the Bananas unable to turn 2, and the Indianapolis Clowns put a run on the board. One more look at that replay. Coxie between the legs and behind the back. Awfully aggressive as the Bananas were trying to turn 2. And it leads to Burgess crossing home. Now this one getting away from Bryce Grizaffi. Throw down, and it is into center field. Grizz thought about trying to gun down JV. Instead, it is another costly defensive miscue that plates another run for Indianapolis.
Yeah, and I would take it back even to, I think that the play that you were talking about, the Greg Maddox move that Drew tried to make, I think is the right play with a speedy Kirkland Banks bearing down the first baseline, and I can't fault KJ either for charging and wanting to go get the ball and playing it aggressive. And then, you know, it's just a couple things here and there that we've been talking about in the locker room that are kind of swaying the game in favor of the teams that we're playing.
Well, we saw last night, Kirkland Banks did reach on a trick play miss. Danny Hosley was just trying to go classic between the legs at third base. Banks beat it out. So it certainly was not going to be an easy play for AD, who was trying to limit the damage. Clowns already 2 in, and that one cut on and missed. Drury challenged the former Brewers farmhand with a high heater, and Joe Gray Jr. not able to catch up to it. So the Clowns, another inning with a pair of runs and seeking point number 2, as it is now time to get down to the field for a little hey baby.
All 5,000 fans here at Grayson, we're going to do a little hey baby. Let's get it, Short. Left open.
A great tradition here in Banana Ball. All 6 teams in our fair sport taking part in Hey Baby. And a perfect time to honestly get in on a little bop it.
Yeah, I mean,
I did not beat my high score of 13.
You know,
I'm not doing very well in that department.
I have no idea what your obsession is with that game. I don't understand it. But we've got a good shot at another former teammate, and one of my favorite parts, one of my favorite people, and one of my favorite parts of the ever-growing league and more teams is playing against former teammates. And Matt Wolf's got to be up there on my Mount Rushmore of favorite former teammates.
Yeah, Wolfie taking over for the Indianapolis Clowns. Clowns trick pitcher, over 20 different trick pitches in his arsenal. An active firefighter in his home state of Oklahoma. And we saw him pitch against his former team last Sunday. Matt Wolf, 3 outs in 2 minutes and 27 seconds and induced 3 trick plays. So it was pretty efficient work from Wolfie, who misses with his first delivery to DR Meadows.
Talk about aging like fine wine as Matt Wolf does 19 trick plays into a pop fly out to right center. It's going to be Joe Gray deciding to just come down with a normal snag. As I think, you know, Wolf, as tenure and years in the league come, you know, I think he's only gotten more comfortable and really settled in at pitching, even though I think he's a great athlete in the field. And I think that he's honestly getting younger with ages as he ages. He looks younger and younger every time I see him.
Well, I'm sure his daughter Rayleigh helps with that as well. Wolfie's also raved about joining this Indianapolis Clowns team. Told us last weekend he loves sharing the locker room with all of his teammates. And Wolfie some flips behind the back, a transfer between his legs, and a delivery like prime Tim Lincecum, but misses high to Dan Oberst.
I would say even arguably a left-handed slider as Dan fouls off a fastball. I heard, a rumor on the street is he loves them so much because his teammates help keep him youthful as well as juiceful. As
now Seth Markham, first base umpire, joining Matt Wolf on the barrel. The duo backflip, Wolf! And he delivers and plunks Dan Oberst.
oh no, and that's not good at all, Josh. That ball's gonna have to be thrown out. It's got a bruise on it. Hit Dan right in the tricep. It's got a dent in it.
Dan, so jacked that he hurts banana balls.
Yeah, not only with his bat,
he puts the hurt on them.
but also with his tricep.
Only two men on this planet that are able to do that. Dan Oberst and Levon Reynoso, twin brother of Dion.
Great
for
callback.
Indianapolis.
Phenomenal callback. As he had I thought, I'd love to see him in that role in the ninth inning and how calm and collected he is on the mound. And, I mean, how good his stuff is. I mean, his fastball just shoots out of his hand, jumps out of it.
That ball shooting out of the hand of Matt Wolf after a 360 spin. 2-0 the count on Max Young Goldberg, the walk-off hero in inning number 1 for the Savannah Bananas.
I think that's Fisher Polydorf in the barrel back there.
High pop in shallow left center. Bobby Leday tries to start a tip drill. Instead, Dancero is right there to collect the banana ball and fire into Jalen Vasquez, who was positioned right on that second base bag to make the out. So heads up play by Brian Dancero and great instincts by JV. A very smart play from two banana ball rookies. Leday not penalized with a trick play missed as Matt Wolf cartwheels his way on the pitcher's mound and loses the banana ball.
Oh, why not Derek Jeter on the corner of the plate for a ball?
Scrambles back to the rubber, does his best Jeter jump throw, and now is even the count at 1-1.
I mean, he looked like primetime. Oh, my God.
KJ with a rocket off the bat and past Correll Prime at first base. And now the throw goes over the head of Kirkland Banks at third. And coming in to score is JT Sokolov, designated runner for the Savannah Bananas.
Is he the fastest man in the world? I mean, I love the aggressive and just the smarts on the base path to take home last night, steal home, win a big inning for the Bananas last night. And then JT going first to home, of course, with the throwing error. But, God, I love watching him run the bases.
And he was ready. You saw him instantly looking at Tyler Gillum, telling him keep going after he slid into third. Holsizer sailing that throw from right field.
I think if Gillum could create his ideal base runner in a lab for the green light special, I imagine he would have to look something like JT Sokolov.
Well, Kyle Jackson standing 90 feet away at third base. Also a pretty good candidate. Nanners trying to tie up this inning against Matt Wolf. Try and keep Indianapolis from gaining the lead tonight. Mark that last play down, a single for Jackson, and then the error from Nico Holsizer as Wolf tosses away the cap, or the cowboy hat, I should say, and misses low. Deuces wild. Wolfie gets the sign from Joe. And Rack hits that one foul. Seth Markham, I'll tell you what, has been the most entertaining umpire this weekend in Grayson Stadium. He is attacking any and every banana ball. And Robert Anthony Cruz attacks the 2-2 pitch. JB transfers behind the back and throws in time to Correll Prime. Matt Wolf able to hold on despite the error from Nico Holsizer and the Clowns out to a 2-1 lead. Kyle Lewigs, thank you so much for joining me, friend. This has been a real blessing.
Thank you guys so much for having me. Can't wait for another opportunity.
Here's the world's slowest race, folks.
Fans, it is time for the ultimate test of pure speed, determination, and just straight up baby chaos. I've got 7 future All-Stars down here on the field with me. Say hello to Benji, Grant, August, Wyatt, Bo, Austin, and Layton. And ladies and gentlemen, these babies have just got one goal: make it to mommy and daddy as fast as they can. So parents, please place your babies. Ladies and gentlemen, we call this the world's slowest race. On your marks, get set, go!
And they are off.
They are
the babies dropped in front of Brandon. Doing the on-the-field commentary right now for this world's slowest race, and now all of the parents beckoning their children to come towards them. And little movement, and now this Tyke starts to make his way towards that yellow line and plops down on the turf. Oh my goodness, he is off to the races yet again. How far shall he go? Another pause. This is like a game of red light, green light. When will that green light be flashing for this youngster again? He has decided the light is red. And meanwhile, the other babies behind him. Very little motion. Oh, at the very end, on the right, we've got some movement. Now our race getting tighter. The babies are crawling towards each other. They are crawling towards each other, and they are face to face. Something I don't know that I have ever seen before as far as this world's slowest race is concerned. Oh my gosh, more tears from our youngsters, and now our baby who was in the lead is moving backwards. Oh, this is a disaster. Not what you were wanting to see. It is getting closer and closer. That line continuing to move and the tears continuing to flow for some of these kids. Oh, he's moving again! There is no way is he going to do it. Has he been toying with us this whole time? Is he the puppet master and us just the puppets? Oh, they are moving backwards again. It is utter chaos. It is seriously going to be a photo finish. Oh my gosh. Wow! Our youngster in those camo shorts emerges victorious. The hero we did not know we needed. Playing with our heartstrings. Got off to such a hot start. He moved backwards, for crying out loud. And then at the last second, started that mad dash to the finish line. Another thrilling world's slowest race. And now we kick things off top 5. Clowns leading 2-1. And Jackie Bradley Jr. skies this into shallow left field, and Kyle Jackson cannot come up with his snag behind the back. So another trick play missed for the Savannah Bananas. That one just off the edge of KJ's leather. And JBJ is off the bases. Malachi Mitchell, the Clowns' designated runner, in for a second time tonight. So here's Bobby Leday. We saw him take 80 deep in the 3rd inning of play. He's already collected 2 home runs against the Bananas' talented southpaw. And both times they have come here in Grayson Stadium. 1-2 is our count. AD glancing. Malachi Mitchell for delivering the pitch. And Leday fouling that one back to the netting. Bobby, a second rounder for the Indianapolis Clowns. A stellar collegiate and independent ball playing career, but not a stellar result there. Leday, another strikeout victim tonight. Drury going to the heat, low in the zone. And Still no progress from AD when it comes to those dance moves on the pitcher's mound. Might have helped to have kept Cowboy Kyle up here, who knows? First pitch from Austin Drury, a good looking pitch. Will not get the call from home plate umpire Bryson Wheeler. And Flash feigned a steal of second. Decided to stay at first. Lytle 1 for 2 tonight. Joe, a banana ball veteran, has been in this sport since 2023. Is now playing for his third different banana ball squad. Started with the Party Animals, then spent 24 and 25 as a firefighter for joining this Clowns team. So he's a 5th round selection in the banana ball player draft and has a full count against Drury. Payoff pitch out to left field. Cruz tracking, and that one caught the old-fashioned way. Rack throwing all the way back to young Goldberg at first base, and Flash back in safely. So fly out to left field. And now, looks like we're going down to the field. The Clowns with some fun stuff for us.
Now coming to pitch from the U.S. Women's National Baseball Team and the #1 draft pick in the Women's Professional Baseball League, Kelsey Whitmore.
We'll scratch that, reverse it. It's Kelsey Whitmore taking the mound. Thank you, Mr. Gillum. Kelsey, the #1 overall pick in the Women's Professional Baseball League draft, putting up a really fantastic second campaign as a Savannah Banana, averaging 3 outs in 2 minutes and 40 seconds this season. 5 pitches in her arsenal, and she commands all of them very well. So Dale Francis Jr. channels his inner boxer. No telling who his favorite may be. And an intimidating presence in that right-handed batter's box as Whitmore, her first pitch in the turf for a ball. Dale Francis Jr., another banana ball rookie. Played college ball at Alabama State and Erskine, as well as Gardner Webb, where he finished his career. Now a high pop into right field. Reese Alexiadis with a tip, and he'll haul it in himself. Spooky moment for a second, but Alexiadis all smiles. Bananas keep the Clowns scoreless in the 5th inning of play. One more look at that tip from Reese Alexiadis. And now we send it back down to the field with Michael Schwartz.
Hey guys, we're gonna backpedal a little bit to get out of this way because we're with Nico Holsizer, so we always gotta do it big. Bring me through that catch. My mouth just closed last inning after that catch that saved the run in the 2nd.
Yeah, you know, I knew I had to come up big there for the boys, save the inning. That one falls, they win the inning, you know, leaving it all out here.
All right, 2-1 right now, Clowns. What do you guys got to do to make sure you keep the lead and get the sweep of the Bananas?
You know, keep seeing the ball up, staying in the middle of the field. I like what we're doing today. I'm confident in the boys. Let's go.
You know, I meant to ask you real quick, what's with the cap? How did that start?
You know, I'm a man of many hats. Life's too short to wear boring hats, you know?
I like that. Did you guys hear that? I know someone who wears some really nice hat. Josh, Do you know a guy that wears a really cool hat? Nico, thank you.
Well, I know a guy who wears a yellow hat, Jesse Cole, the owner and inventor of Banana Ball. Speaking of cool hats, Stacy, the Space Cowboy, traditionally rocking that headwear. One of the many talented Bananas is he and Spidey teaming up to, I guess, entertain the fans. That is the only way to put it. Split having some fun in the grandstands as well. Never a dull moment here in Banana Land. Good ball game so far. Clowns leading this one and hunting a sweep. Trying to spoil the Bananas' fun back at home in Grayson Stadium. And we'll see what the Savannah Bananas can do here in the home half of the 5th inning. Indianapolis sending Drew Irvin out to the pitcher's mound, rocking number 67. Drew, this is his 12th assignment out of the bullpen this season. Saw him pitch against the Bananas. Unfortunately handed the loss last Sunday in Kansas City. Pitched collegiately at Iowa and spent some time in the Pittsburgh Pirates organization. And you see it's easy gas for Irvin. Missing high to Reese Alexiadis. Another heater, unable to find the zone. Drew has all the talent in the world, just trying to figure out how to stay in the strike zone a little more effectively, as he's already fallen behind 3-0 and make it 4 straight out of the zone to Alexiadis, who is turning and burning, trying to make his way to second base. Consider Reese a dead duck. Indianapolis Clowns, elite ball four sprint defense. Brian Dansereau, the man applying the tag. And the key in this sport, when it comes to ball four sprints, get that transition in 7 seconds or less between all the defenders behind your pitcher and catcher. Clowns did so successfully. And despite a ball four sprint, nobody on the bases for Irvin. And I'll tell you what, he just sped up Ryan Cox. Coxie went down on strikes twice last night. Both times they were looking. This time, Irvin forces the Banana Ball veteran to try and catch up to those heaters, and he was working at a lightning pace. Ty Jackson is the Bananas batter. Holding down the 8th spot tonight. And just got a fresh cut. In fact, Ty Jackson shaved his head. Now behind the plate, it would appear Chris Burgess has moved in at that catcher's position. Ty able to benefit from Burgess bobbling the Banana Ball. Had trouble with it before firing the throw down to Bobby Leday, the Clown shortstop. And so Ty Two Fly, ever the aggressive runner, makes his way up to second base. And time to see if this Bananas team can come through with a man in scoring position. Bananas batting .259 as a team with guys in scoring position. Here in this series, they are just 3 for 21. Mark that down as a .143, the batting average for the Nanners. One, two, the count on Jackson Olsen. And more gas from Irvin, and another 6-7 Selly Drew doing it with fellow rookie Daniel Foster as he comes off the mound. And the Nanners leaving another man in scoring position. Clowns still leading through 5 innings of play.
Hey, Grayson Stadium, I got a question for you. You better respond the right way. Who here right now would absolutely love a free t-shirt? Then what are you waiting for? Get on your feet, get out of your seat, and let me hear you scream!
As the Clowns and Bananas get the fans fired up with t-shirts, it's time to take a look at some numbers for these Savannah Bananas. As you see, the Bananas a 1-3 record in their last 4 games, and you see a lot of the superstars on this squad have been very quiet offensively. Not a lot of extra base hits to go around. 3 between Kyle Jackson and Reese Alexiadis. And you see the batting averages all very low. Cruz at 250. That is the top mark amongst these 4 guys. The Bananas had 3 straight hits to open up the ball game. Got themselves 2 runs and a point. But since then, they have been a lot more quiet. As Frankie Moscatello now takes the mound for the Bananas. And Prime greets him with a single up the middle and into center field. Frankie, hailing from Rocky Point, New York, pitching for the 10th time this season, has a 6-minute and 59-second minutes per inning mark, the highest on the Savannah Bananas. Now Chris Burgess is hacking early. And the fans nearly had an opportunity to make a play, hanging out near that left field landing. How about Moscatello having some fun on the pitcher's mound? Boogieing with Kyle Jackson, Max Young Goldberg on the corners of this infield for the Nanners. Good to see the rookie having some fun. And still trying to settle into banana ball, and that is a high velo fastball straight into the back of Chris Burgess. That one doesn't feel good. Burgess wincing a little bit as he jogs down to first base. And so now 2 on for Indianapolis. And without an out, Nico Holsizer, our Clowns right fielder, at the dish for the 3rd time tonight. Holsizer was a 4th-round pick in the Banana Ball player draft, and a guy who was also drafted by the Los Angeles Dodgers back in the 2018 MLB draft. Nico, 100 doubles and 87 home runs in his minor league playing career. 300 RBI to his name as well. And spent a lot of time in the minors too. 440 total games before he opted to join Banana Ball. Now hits this one in the air. Rizaffi hunting it for a moment. Waves to the crowd. And now prepares to get on the same page with Moscatello. Shakes him off. before delivering his next pitch. And now the count's full. Payoff pitch. Holsizer lifting this one out of play. So good battle for Nico. Guy who very much is a 3 true outcomes player in this sport. You don't see it all that much, but Nico Holsizer routinely home run strikeouts and ball 4 sprints. And in a full count, any of those are very possible. Continues to fight off these pitches from Moscatello, who misses high. Another ball 4 sprint for Nico Holsizer this season. And Carell Prime will score with ease. Burgess moves up to third base. And the Indianapolis Clowns just continue to keep the offense going. Mentioned it last night, the Clowns scored in 4 of their first 6 innings offensively. They have done the same thing tonight. This is, after all, the top team in the Banana Ball Championship League in runs scored. And now Frankie trying to dig himself out of this hole. Kirkland Banks taking that one outside. The count is 1-1. Number foul, and the fans getting louder and louder. Looking for donuts here tonight. And pop into shallow right field. Alexiadis, no funny business. Hauls it in, hits his cutoff man, Max Young Goldberg. And Moscatello gets out number 1 here in the 6th inning. So the Bananas with an opportunity now. See if they can get a double play ball. Not exactly a double play depth though, Jackson Olsen. Expecting Vasquez to pull the ball right back to Max Young Goldberg. The Bananas rookie first baseman makes the snag and steps right on the bag. A double play, and right when the Nanners needed it. MJG. Great reaction time to get Frankie out of a sticky situation. So now it's time to check out these Banana Nanas dancing away here in Grayson Stadium. The Bananas continue to dance away down there on the diamond. And now we welcome in Indianapolis Clowns rookie and their designated fielder tonight, Mr. Brian Dancero. How are you, friend?
Good, how are you guys?
Fantastic. Now, Brian, so great to hear from you, man. I've got to tell you, as the statistical Savannah Banana Ball, you have done some fascinating things this season for the Indianapolis Clowns. Got the steal of first, got 2 home runs to your name. And last weekend, we saw you make some history. You joined the Backflip Catch Club. What was that like for you?
Oh, man, it was awesome. I mean, I have been doing it for almost a year now when I was with the visitors, and it just seemed like every time that was my main focus, I never got the ball to do it on. So coming back, doing it last week in KC, really special, especially because it was in Kansas City, our first MLB headliner. So it was pretty electric.
I'll say so. Vinny Santor-Sierra has taken over on the mound for the Indianapolis Clowns with a 1-run lead here in the inning. Brian, I mean, you guys playing really good ball at the moment. The offense has just been elite. Saw you hit the 2-run home run last night. What is it like? Do you just feel like you guys are all feeding off of each other right now?
Yeah, I mean, hitting's contagious, and it hadn't really wore off in a couple weeks. So we've been just kind of rolling with it. No matter how we have our lineup set, no matter who's in there, who comes in late, even Fisher, Polydorov. The guy's hot at the plate too right now.
2-2. Easton Parrish battling that one off foul. Brian, what's it like for you, man? Guy from Georgia getting to play here in Grayson Stadium. You played a handful of games as a visitor last year, but I'm sure this is always going to feel special for you.
No, it's awesome. I actually played here my senior year of high school because I'm from around the Atlanta area, and we decided our first couple games of the year we're going to be out here. So I actually got to play here in like 2014, 15, not trying to make myself sound too old. But I got to play here before, you know, a lot of this stuff was here. Oh, no.
We'll hold that thought. Vinny Santarciero.
Oh, he's down.
Fires ball forward to Easton Parrish, who slipped, rounding the first base bag. That'll help out the Indianapolis Clowns.
Those are scary every time.
Now, Brian, how are you doing, man? Because, you know, we saw when you played the Bananas at Angel Stadium, it took a nasty spill at first base, had to miss a couple games. I assume you're feeling great, judging by how you landed a backflip catch after all.
Yeah, I mean, it was weird. It's the first time I ever, you know, pulled a hamstring, and it kind of came out of nowhere, especially 2 innings into our first big league park. So it was a little bit of a setback, but there we go. Oh,
ground ball, Leday trying to go between the legs. And now this is not the start that the Clowns were looking for as they're trying to protect the lead. A ball 4 sprint, a trick play missed, puts 2 on for the Bananas, and now Parrish comes off the bags. JT Sokolov now in as the designated runner for the Nanners. Brian, you just mentioned being in a major league stadium. Angel Stadium, the first one the Clowns ever got to play in, but last weekend you guys got your first ever headline show in Kauffman Stadium, home of the Kansas City Royals. What has it been like to see the reception from the fans, not only in KC, but when you guys played in Indianapolis before that?
It's been awesome. I mean, you know, we are such a new team that, you know, everybody kind of has to learn our story and the background and kind of how the Clowns were like the original ones to do it. So it's been really cool. I think when people hear the story, they love it more and more. Just, you know, back in the 50s, long time ago, you know, this was a thing, and it kind of fizzled out and stuff changed, and here we are in Banana Ball back with the Clowns. So it's super special, especially Bob Kendrick getting to go to the museum and everything last week. It means a little bit more to wear this jersey than not saying other teams, but it means a little bit more, especially because when I first learned about the team and, you know, that I was going to be a part of it, you know, I'm from Atlanta, and doing my own research and kind of seeing everything, I knew that Hank Aaron played for Clowns and he was number 5, and I've always loved Hank Aaron. So the fact that I get to wear number 5, I get to wear the Clowns across the chest is really special.
Yeah, that is really cool stuff. You and me both, big fans of Hammer and Hank.
Yeah.
Vinny Santarciero in a 2-2 count right now against Dan Oberst. Trying to see if he can collect his first out, and he misses high.
I've seen Dan hit for a while now, especially in college. He's a bad man.
You guys, West Georgia fellas.
Yes, sir.
There comes Santarciero's payoff inside, and Bryson Wheeler will say that one clipped the jersey of Dan Oberst. So that'll help out Indianapolis. Play at any base here, but still no outs as the Bananas are trying to draw even. Max Young Goldberg, the walk-off hero in the first inning, trying to see if he can repeat it. Now, Brian, for you, across the remainder of this 2026 World Tour, what do you think you're looking forward to the most?
Hold on one second.
Hold that thought. High pop. And it looks like infield fly will be called. Kirkland Banks hauls it in nonetheless. So now I go back to my question. Brian, what you looking forward to the rest of this World Tour?
Man, there's just so much. There's nothing specific. Now that, we got a good bit of games under our belt. We're playing really well. I mean, it's just hanging out with the guys, going to different cities, meeting all the people in all these cities. Because every city's so different. So getting to just kind of be in different towns, see new areas, new people, and get to just play for them guys. Like, I'm very excited. No, I don't know how many people would say it. Not saying it's bad. I'm very excited to go to Fargo.
Yeah. Shout out.
Right. I actually got to play against Prime in Fargo when he was there, and I love it. It's a small little town.
Yeah, a handful of guys playing in Fargo. Prime, Filomeno, Helton, and now Santar Sierra cannot find the zone. Kyle Jackson earns the ball for a sprint, and that will plate JT Sokolov and DR Meadows. Costly control and a trick play missed. Lead to big things for the Bananas. Brian Dansero, thank you so much for joining us here tonight. It's been a pleasure to watch you play this season, man. Best of luck the rest of the night.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you very much.
The Bananas win the inning, but they've still got to contend with some hot bats from these Indianapolis Clowns, who have responded very well in innings after the Nanners have scored. You get a look, 9 hits already tonight for Indianapolis, and they opened up the ball game. 3 straight knocks against Austin Drury. Bobby Leday with a home run as well for this Clowns team. A run for the Clowns in the first. He had 2 runs in both the 3rd and 4th innings, and then plated another in inning number 6. Nonetheless, Banana Ball, not a game that is based on runs. Points, the primary name of the game. And right now, it is 2 apiece. Fans going crazy here in the hostess city of the South, Savannah, Georgia. As you get a look, the Banana Panorama. Giving us a pretty nice view of all the folks in the grandstands, in the party pavilion, the top deck. And Frankie Moscatello has big opportunity. Bananas willing to give him another inning of work. Now at 20 pitches, and pitch number 21 sails high. That one squirts out of the glove of Bryce Brzappi. That's a called strike. Outside corner, and good placement from Frankie. Joe Gray Jr., good discipline. Lays off that pitch, and now Kyle Jackson has trouble bobbling that banana ball. Bananas trying to scramble to gun down Cowboy Joe. Instead, a head-first dive into second base. And he will reach safely. So this is what we have talked about. Clowns, oh so good at being able to respond after the Bananas score. And more importantly, claim points. Jackie Bradley Jr. up at the plate. Cut and a miss from JBJ. 23.9 runs above a replacement level player this season. That is 4th among all players in Banana Ball. JBJ only behind Kyle Martin, Jake Skoll, and Dane Toughlin. And we've seen just stellar play from him all season long. As his 3-1 is a pop in the infield. Ryan Cox, tip drill, and that one pretty easy for Coxie. That is now the 8th trick play of the night for the boys in yellow pinstripes. And Bobby Leday is back up, 2 for 3. 2-run homer, and Jackie scrambling back to second base, says that he, or Hector Gonzalez, I should say, at second base, is going to say that Joe Gray Jr. picked off at second base, but the Clowns very quick to utilize their challenge. So now challenge number 2 on the night. And on first look, very tight play. And Joe Gray, it's a tight one. Might have been able to get back in there. Trying to slow things down with the way we are looking at this frame by frame. It's really tricky. My heart somewhat says Joe Gray might be in safely, but what you're looking for anytime you do these replay reviews is conclusive evidence.
After further review,
and now
the ruling on the
back down to the field, Bryson Wheeler and Seth Markham, as well as Cal Allman, will confirm the call. So Joe Gray Jr. picked off at second base. And all in all, that was the safe call for the umpiring crew. Tough to tell. There was conclusive evidence. So now Leday bats with the bases empty instead of a man in scoring position. Hits in 14 of his last 15 games. Actually, if you count tonight, that'd be 15 of his last 16. Moscatello rears back, and his 2-2 pitch is waved through and missed. Frankie coming off the mound, and a little body slam with tie 2 fly. The Bananas extra hitter. Loving what he saw from Frankie's strikeouts. Gazoo posts another clean inning for this Bananas team. And now, folks, we welcome you back inside our broadcast booth. I am yours truly, Josh Talevsky, and I just want to respond to some things that happened last night. I know that you guys were all aware that there was a segment in which I referred to myself as J-Dog. I know, it was very interesting. Maybe not what you guys were expecting. Of course, I'm, just your friendly neighborhood statistical savant. And so I just like to clarify some things. Been thinking long and hard, got limited sleep last night. I was tossing and turning. And, I know that people may not have really loved what J-Dog was all about. May not have loved his energy. May not have loved the Pro shake that he made. I can't believe I'm saying that right now. You know what? I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry for it. J-Dog's gonna live on. We all have a piece of J-Dog inside of us, as I like to say. J-Dog, he's here to stay, folks. He's here to stay. Anyway. Anyways, back to the action. Clark Gilmore, Mr. Irrelevant in the Banana Ball player draft, takes over. And gets the swing and miss from Robert Anthony Cruz. Gilmore last Sunday pitched against the Bananas and completed his inning in 2 minutes and 11 seconds. Earned a point as well. Now goes to the trick pitch. And Cruz thought about maybe making an effort to attack that pitch. Spits on it. Gilmore, though, is still in the driver's seat, but opts not to try for more tricky stuff. That one fouled back to the screen. Clark, guy who pitched at Notre Dame, Dartmouth as well. And it's been kind of up and down for the Indianapolis Clowns. As you got to look at Split, the Bananas mascot, who has somehow found his way to the roof. And luckily a lot safer and wiser up there than Biko Scala. I'll say that much. The payoff is driven out to deep right field. Holzheiser tracks this one down. Gives a wave to the fans in the right field seats. And good lumber from Robert Anthony Cruz. A loud first out, though, for the Savannah Bananas. Great work by Nico Holzheiser. He's played corner outfield for the Clowns this season. Spent some time as the extra hitter as well. But when he's been called upon to make the big plays, he has come through. We saw his sliding catch earlier tonight. Now records that out as Reese Alexiadis is behind 1-2. Gilmore flips back to himself, and that one goes through the legs of Alexiadis. He got megged by Clark Gilmore and knocked to the ground. Alexiadis tied for the tour lead and steals a first, but not able to get one there as he found himself on the turf. So now Gilmore has to deliver a payoff pitch. Just foul. Again, we mentioned, or I mentioned Gilmore, a little up and down. 6 ball 4 sprints, as well as 6 batters that he has plunked this season. Sometimes that control erratic. And Alexiadis, another deep drive, and this one is going to be over the head of Joe Gray Jr. in right center field. Stand-up double for Super Reese, and sorely needed. The Bananas trying to come back here against the Indianapolis Clowns and score a point in a second straight inning. Super Reese in scoring position. And now things go to Ryan Cox. Just 2 for 15 with runners in scoring position. But that one is off the glove of Gilmore and into right field. Holzheiser will not have a play on it. And Cox comes through for the Bananas. The glove magician. Able to provide something with the bat as well. This back and forth contest now sees the Savannah Bananas out in front by a 3-2 score. And Split up there on the roof, a big fan. One more look. Again, that ball ricocheted off the glove of Clark Gilmore, rolling very slowly into right field. And an impossible play for Nico Holzheiser and the rest of these Indianapolis Clowns, especially with the speed of Alexiadis. So now, for Indianapolis, got to see if they can do something offensively or maybe even earn an equalizer point. It is a gorgeous night here in Savannah. And we're going to get a look at some of the trick plays here tonight. DR Meadows a backflip catch. We saw Olsen and Ziegler combine for the double trick play, as well as Joe Gray and Nico Holsizer in the been perfect. And somehow, someway, continues to lower the earned run average. Now down to just .44. Hasley, 26 strikeouts on his ledger. And we mentioned the 8 saves. This is the 8th straight game that Danny Hasley appears on the mound for the Bananas. And he is trying to help them avoid the sweep at the hands of the Indianapolis Clowns. For those of you still with us, welcome back. It appears we got our audio at the perfect time. Danny Hasley is taking over on the mound for the Bananas. He's pitching in his 8th straight game for the Bananas, and he's a perfect 8 for 8 in his save opportunities. And he is battling against the bottom of this Clowns order. Which means a golden batter may be in store at some point. But the Clowns like their chances with Chris Burgess. Hasley a 1-2. And the banana ball sails outside the zone. Danny rocking back. And good spoil by Burgess. Clowns have done a really good job at scoring in the final inning this season, especially lately. A couple weekends ago in Tacoma, he scored 11 runs that became points in the final inning in that series. But they won't get one courtesy of Chris Burgess. He wades through that pitch out of the hand of Danny Hasley. And the Bananas Sultan of strikeouts picks up another K. Nico Holsizer has the ability to change this ball game with just one swing. 6 bombs, 23 batted in, and down 0-2. Just able to get a piece of that banana ball was Holsizer. But Hasley still in full control. Has the 0-2 advantage. The pitch, swung on and missed. Bryce Krasapi taking off the helmet. And you saw a lot of emotion on the face of the Bananas backstop tonight. Fired up after that K. And what do you know? The Clowns, with 2 outs, will go to their golden batter.
Grayson Stadium, there's 2 outs. You know what I need?
We saw it last night.
Everybody on!
And we'll see it one more time in this series for good measure. Jackie Bradley Jr. gets the assignment as the golden batter for Indianapolis. Has 1 home run as the golden batter this year. And hits this one into center. D.R. Meadows, a tip into the bare hand. With a 3-2 victory, the Savannah Bananas avoid the sweep against the Indianapolis Clowns and get the win in their 300th banana ball game in franchise history. Danny Do-It-All Hasley shuts the door in 2 minutes and 19 seconds. And the Savannah Bananas pull out a gritty victory against Indianapolis. The boys all giving each other some high fives down on the field. And now this is a time that all the fans of the boys in yellow have got to enjoy. Time for them to do their celebratory dance down on the field. Tonight's showman of the game for the Savannah Bananas, it's Mr. Kyle Jackson. Phenomenal night for K-Jack. Some big plays defensively in this ball game. And then offensively, pick things up. A single, 2 ball 4 sprints, a run batted in as well for the Bananas superstar third baseman. And what do you know? The Bananas able to match the Clowns in runs tonight. Both teams scoring 6, but the Bananas better in the ever-important points column. 3-2 victors. So KJ the showman yet again for this Bananas team, and he is also front and center in that dance with Maceo Harrison, Reese Alexiadis, Noah Nisnik and company.
We absolutely love being home and being at home.
And with that, Kyle Jackson only added to his impressive 2026 season. Savannah Bananas third baseman has racked up a plethora of showman awards this season. And now you gotta look. He entered tonight, tied for the most with Jackie Bradley Jr., the man who opposed him tonight. And now K-Jack already up to 6 this year. Of course, it's been a pretty good season as well for Chris Clark of the Texas Tailgaters. KJ's teammate, Mr. Reese Alexiadis, and Dane Toftman of the Loco Beach Coconuts. In my humble opinion, one of the most slept-on players in banana ball. Let's get down to Michael Schwartz.
Hey,
he's got Kyle Jackson.
Something we do great in banana ball, sportsmanship. So KJ's gonna shake some hands while we talk a little bit. KJ, how much did you guys need that win here in Savannah?
Oh, we needed a win, but we just needed confidence. We needed just a reason to play hard, and I think every day we show up and do the same thing, and we work our butts off, and today we were rewarded, sometimes with a hammer, sometimes with a nail.
Talk about confidence. You got up to the plate, you go like this. You just go like this. You needed that. You got that extra base hit. You had the walk-off in the inning. How much of a mind game is that when you're trying to just get those runs for this team?
Well, I didn't really hear the question that well, but I'm going to say...
Your confidence to make sure you got...
For my boys. These guys are the best teammates on literally the planet, and they've got my back, I got their back, and Ty shaved his head, and so you knew something good was going to happen.
I was going to ask, is Ty's head... Hey, Ty, is Ty's head maybe a good luck charm?
Ty!
Hey, Ty!
I mean, I'm not going to say it was good luck, but it is... I mean, he looks so handsome, so, like, how can you not feel good?
Do we think that this is a good luck charm? Like, can we keep this going?
You know, all the hard work and dedication to this team we put in throughout this week and the hours we put in rehearsing and stuff like that, it wasn't this head that was good luck. But you know what was good luck? Our heart.
Can I rub it?
Oh, shoot, yeah, please rub my head.
It feels so soft. All right, hey, banana ball backstage question. KJ, I'm going to pull this up so we make sure that it's all good with you. From... Give me a second.
It's okay.
What time do you wake up on game day?
I'm an early riser. I like to wake up super early. I would say I'm probably usually up by 8 or 9 every single day. But I will say my final message to anyone out there who's struggling with anything and they're dealing with something right now, it's Mental Health Month, and I want to say that you're not alone. I've been struggling with things. We all struggle with things, and my best friend's always got my back, and so I want to let everyone know, put your faith in God, have good friends, surround yourself with the right people, and you'll be all right. Love y'all.
That's why we love KJ. His 6th showman of the season, 3rd in Savannah. The Bananas avoid the sweep of the Clowns. Josh, What a wild weekend this was.
Pretty crazy stuff there, Michael. Thank you so much. We welcome you back inside the broadcast booth. I'm Josh Stalevsky. The Bananas 3-2 victors tonight in their 300th Banana Ball game in franchise history. A big win for the boys in yellow, who didn't need to burn sage or do anything superstitious. They might have just needed Ty Jackson to shave his head, channeling his inner Reginald Horton, if you ask me. So a big win for the Savannah Bananas, getting back on track here tonight, and hopefully that will roll into their series next weekend against the Firefighters, as those two teams will battle in Lincoln, Nebraska. It should be a really great series, just the second time the Bananas and Firefighters will battle in 2026. Thank you guys so much for joining us here tonight on the broadcast, for dealing with us through some technical difficulties and whatnot. We really appreciate you guys and your dedication and love for our sport. For our talented crew, all the folks in the control room, led by director Alex Gross, our camera operators as well, our producer on site, Mr. Chadwick Folkstead, our executive producer, Josh Richardson, my friend who could not be with us tonight or yesterday, Mr. Biko Scala, who will be back with us next weekend. I am Josh Stalevsky, your statistical savant. It's been a true honor being able to be at the helm for play-by-play over these last two games. Thank you guys so much for being with us. Hope to see you next weekend in Lincoln. Until then, we will see you later!